An interview with Robert Fulton, inventor of the steamboat, by Allie Jones.
Hello, Mr. Robert Fulton. I'm grateful to meet with you today and hear about your life. Let's start with you telling me about yourself. When were you born?
I was born on November 14th, 1765, in a small town in Pennsylvania called Little Britain.
Who is your family?
My parents were Robert and Mary Fulton. They were immigrants from Ireland and tried to earn a living by farming. I was one of 5 children and 3 sisters with a brother. I married Harriet Livingston, who was the niece of my business partner. We had 3 daughters and a son.
Tell me, Mr. Fulton, about your education.
I was sent to a Quaker school in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, at the age of 8. Later, I became an apprentice in a jewelry shop, where I specialized in painting a small portraits in ivory lockets. This one I made for my mother.
Oh, Mr. Fulton, that's very nice. Beautiful, very nice. What led to the invention of the steamboat, for which you are so well known, Mr. Fulton?
Well, my paintings were so admired by the people in my town that they advised me to study in Europe. With the help of the local merchants, I moved to London, but there my paintings were not so appreciated. However, while I was there, I heard about new inventions for boats using mechanical paddle fueled by steam. I began to experiment on my own and came to the conclusion that several revolving paddles at the stern would be most effective.
How did you use your idea to impact the world?
I met a man named Robert Livingston, who already had a 20-year patent on steamboat navigation in the state of New York. We decided to use my idea and share the cost of building this steamboat in our first design. The engine broke the hull, but then we had success with our next hull. By August 1807, my steamboat was ready for action. In the trial voyage, a 150-mile trip required only 32 hours. This was quite amazing because the same trip by sailing took 4 days.
Mr. Fulton, that is truly quite amazing. How did your invention benefit our world?
A month after the trial voyage, I began commercial trips carrying passengers and freight. For years, I continued to make improvements in the design of my ships. These ships serviced rivers carrying loads of people and cargo, and replaced slower travel by selling ships and horses. The success of my steamboat created the ability to sail upstream and proved to be much more efficient than a simple paddle boat or sailing boat.
Definitely more efficient. Why would you say, Mr. Fulton, that you are worthy of being recognized for your work?
I never gave up. People turned me down many times, and I had many defeats and failures. I kept experimenting and inventing, and finally made a new, helpful way to travel and carry goods.
Oh, Mr. Fulton, are you okay? Mr. Fulton, are you okay? Would you like some more water?